Hello friends, welcome to Zubizoid. Today I am here to discuss you most important interview questions. In SAP PP, most of the interviewers will ask business oriented questions because in SAP PP there are different manufacturing processes like process industry, discrete industry and repetitive industries. So the businesses will vary at every manufacturing industries. Let's start the first question here. Why SAP PP is required for production plan? Is SAP PP is really helpful for production planning team? If it's helpful, how it will be helpful? Why a production company go for a SAP PP? How it will help to the company? So guys, here every question is same, but how an interview will keep the question in front of you will be vary. A very sweet and simple answer for this question is yes, you can say that SAP PP is an ERP tool required for a production plant to run and record every production activity in a smooth way. It helps the production planning team to procure and produce the required product within the customer timelines with the help of material requirement planning. It reduces the unwanted inventory of the company. If interviewer will ask how it will reduce the unwanted inventory, you can say with the help of MRP. Coming to next question, when do you go for a variant bill of material? So here is the answer. If you are producing several similar products that have a lot of common parts, you can describe these products using a variant form. You can take an example of bike with different colors. In this case, similar bike will have different colors, wheels and handlebars, and remaining parts are most of the parts will be same here. So in these conditions, we will go for the variant plan. So the question number 3 is, which planning strategy you prefer for packing materials? Here you can say that it's depend on the business how client want to be planned, but most of the companies they generally go for the consumption based planning for these packing materials. So coming to the next question, which business scenario will suit for strategy 40? Generally, what interviewers will do, they will give the business and they will ask which strategy will suit for this business. But here he is asking that which business scenario will suit for strategy 40. So the answer is strategy 40 is a make to stock strategy. So this point is very important guys. If business can forecast production quantity for a final product, then only this is best suitable planning strategy. If he needs further explanation, just tell in this strategy PIRs are consumed by incoming sales order, so that the plan is always adjusted to suit the current requirements. If sales order is greater than PIRs, it plan for it. So this is the simple answer you can keep in front of an interviewer. Yeah, next question. This is an important question. See how the business situation he kept in front of you. Assume a situation where I have 5 operations in a routing. The first operation is externally processing and remaining operations are internal processing. To complete the fourth operation, I don't have a sufficient components. In this situation, can I release and confirm the preceding operations. I need to answer as I can release and confirm the preceding operations. Here I can release the order operational wise, and confirmation will also be done to those operations which are released. If sufficient components are available for fourth operation, then I proceed for further operations. You can say like this, and you will close the answer. Coming to the next question, if a collective order is closed, what about subordinate orders? As the status of the subordinate orders also closed. Next, what is control key? What is its use? Control key controls the following keys and indicators to determine how an operation or a sub-operation is to be processed in a task list. Those keys and indicators are scheduling, capacity planning, costing indicator, confirmations, print operations, external processing, inspection characteristics, AutoGR. These are the few important keys and indicators what I kept here. There are like time ticket keys are also there in that control key. These are more than enough. So coming to next question, what is the difference between MRP list and stock requirement list? This is the repeatedly asked question in SAP PP. The main difference is stock requirement list is dynamically updates, while MRP list shows the results of the last MRP run. So next question, there may be a chance for an interviewer by asking previous question after your answer. You may expect this question. If MRP list is not dynamically updated, then why should you use it? Answer. You know exactly when this material was last planned by PPP to see the planning results exactly how where after MRP run. To check the errors that happened during MRP, to analyze the exception messages triggered during the MRP run. Say another business scenario. Assume a situation, I have created a production order. Due to unavailability of goods in a stock, order not released. Suppose goods came to store and stock gets updated. In SAP you can think, can I issue the goods against a created production order? No, goods cannot be issued against a created production order. To issue the goods, I must release the production order. Here, after releasing only goods can be issued for the shop floor against that production order. Coming to the 11th question, why PAR reduces with good receipt in strategy level and after sales delivery in strategy 10. I know most of the people know that PAR reduces with good receipt in strategy level, but here the question is why. So answer is strategy level is a grass requirement made to start strategy. In this strategy, PARs not consume the stock. That's the reason PAR reduced with good receipt. Coming to the strategy 10 is a net requirement planning strategy. In this strategy, PAR consume the stock. That's the reason PAR reduces sales inventory. But a clear explanation is you can implement this in SAP and observe the things how it will behave. So let assume a stock is 0 in both the situations or both the strategies. Current month we have taken thousand, second month also, and third month. So 3 months PARs are thousand. And MRP run had done. So three planned orders get created. First planned order is converted to production order and confirmed, and GR has been done. Then stock get updated here. Thousand increases, but PAR not reduces in strategy 10. This is the important point. But coming to the strategy level, after GR had done, thousand come to the stock, it increases to thousand, but PAR reduces. If you do second MRP, only two planned orders will create because first planned order consume the stock. See in this strategy 10, if you do the second MRP, everything will be same. Only two planned orders will be there. How a stock requirement list is there, the same MRP list also observe if you do second MRP. The only reason is PARs consume the stock. But here in this situation, two planned orders get created because first PAR already get reduces in strategy level. So that's the reason PAR reduces after sales delivery in strategy 10 and PAR reduces after goods shipping strategy 11. I hope you have understand the example here what I kept. So coming to next question, let's assume a situation where material is just arrived at stores. Due to urgency, without updating the stock in SAP, it utilizes shop floor. During confirmation of production order, good movements fail due to lack of material availability. What setting is needed to avoid this error during confirmation? So friends, a very important business oriented question. See, this is happen in our daily manufacturing companies. Material will just arrive at the store due to urgency. Those material is utilized by the shop floor team, but the thing is that material will not update in the SAP stocks. So when you confirm the production order, there will be a shortage of materials. So if you confirm, the goods movement will fail in this situation due to lack of material availability. So what setting is needed? So the answer is in customization level IMG, material management, go to inventory management and physical inventory. Their goods issue transfer posting, allow negative stock. This is an important point, guys. You have to allow negative stock at the plant level. Then in material master level, data storage to screen view, check the field negative stock in the plant. If you check this negative stock, then it will not show an error. So the next question is, after technical completion, can it possible to make postings for the order? Yes, it is possible. If you have forgotten to do confirmations or goods movement for that order. Can batch characteristics be considered while running an MRP? Assume a situation where raw material is batch managed. When you do MRP run, stock is reserved against an order. So if I have different batches, which batch it will reserve? So the answer is MRP does not use batch data because while entering PARs there is no field to enter batch number. When system creates planned order, also there is no field to enter batch number, both for the header material and planned order of components. So last question is, what are the major advantages of MRP? The major advantages. There are so many advantages of MRP, but the major things are it reduces the time, it reduces manpower, it reduces unwanted inventory, which is nothing but it saves the cost of management. So these are the 15 most important and business oriented questions guys what today I discussed. In my coming videos I will come with a new business oriented questions. Keep watching guys, and don't forget to like it, subscribe the video. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any doubts, please comment on the video.